Hi, this is Deepa. Welcome back to my channel. Today we'll understand the tokens in C++. Tokens are smallest individual units, and using these smallest individual units we can write down the programs. Let's take a real-time example. We have 1,000 pieces of building blocks and we know basically the functions or the purpose of each and every block, where to use what. So we can build many toys with the help of these building blocks like helicopter, numbers, towers we can see in this image, then animals. So all these are the different toys we can create with the help of these building blocks. Similarly, the token is the smallest building block of a C++ programming that the compiler understands. The list of tokens are identifiers, keywords, string, punctuators, constants, and operators. We'll try to understand each and every token with the help of examples. So let's start. First, we'll try to understand the identifiers. Identifiers are the name given to the variable, functions, array, and classes. So let's try to understand what does it means actually. This is a structure of a C++ program, and the execution of a C++ program starts with the main function. So this is a function. Within this function we'll write down the variable int roll number is equals to 110. So what we have said that identifiers are the name of a variable. So this is a variable and the name of a variable is roll number. Again we can define int arr array of marks is equals to, in bracket, we'll study in detail all these things, but just try to understand the basics. This is an array of a data type integer. Arr marks is a name of a variable and we have stored these values. This is an identifier. So name of a variable or the name of a function is nothing but the identifiers. I hope this is clear to you. We need to follow few rules while creating the identifiers or the name of the variable, function, array or classes. Only alphabetic characters, digit and underscores are permitted. Alphabetic characters means, as we have seen here, the roll number, array marks, these are the alphabets. Or you can add numbers over here like this. For example, roll number 1, marks of first student, something like this. Or you can give the underscores, something like this. Okay. So digits you can write, underscore I have shown you, and alphabetic characters are only permitted. The name cannot start with the digits. The name of a variable or the name of function should not start with the numbers like 10, 1. This is not allowed. As soon as I write 1 or 10 over here, it's showing the error. You can see the red line under this particular variable name. So it's not allowed. C++ is a case sensitive. Uppercase and lowercase are the distinct. Now, if you say int a is equals to 100 and int a is equals to 10. So these are the two different variables because this is a capital and this is a small letter. So these two will be treated differently. Keywords cannot be used as a variable name or a function name. We'll discuss this in some time. C++ have no limit on the length of the identifier. It means you can give the name of these identifiers as lengthy as you want. Means the name of identifier can be as you wish, how long you want or whatever maybe you want. But so this is all about the identifiers. Let's understand keywords in C++. Keywords in C++ are the reserved words that have a special meaning. Means there are so many words defined by the C++ and have given the special meaning and special functionality to perform. Keywords are not available for variable name, function name and class name, which we have discussed in the identifiers, and we'll discuss here as well with the example. The few keywords I have given over here and rest of the keywords are available in this particular link. or you can search on the net, you will get the list of all the keywords. So practically we'll try to understand few of these keywords. Int double character, which are the data types. Int, we can define a as a variable name and we can assign the value. So this int represents, this variable will hold only integer values. For example, we take character char, char c is equals to, we need to store characters and not numbers. Similarly, for example, float. Float is a keyword. So in float, we can store the decimal values. If I try to store the decimal value into integer, it will truncate the decimal value. And the compiler knows the functionality of each and every keyword which is allocated to them. Now we'll see if else. For example, whenever we want to take any decision, then we can use if else statement, and we'll cover that as well in the upcoming videos. We want to check if whether the value of a is greater than 10 or not. If a is greater than equals to 5, for example, we'll take. So in this case, the functionality of if is to check the condition. We'll see the output first. See, a is greater than 5 because the value of a is greater than 5. So similarly, else we can write. Else, if the value is not greater than 5, we need to do something. So else cout a is less than 5. Okay, and we'll change the value of this. Now you can see a is less than 5 because the value of a is 1. So you got the functionality for each and every keyword is given and accordingly they behave. We will take last example, which is for loop. For is used for the looping purpose. For end, this is the syntax and we'll study this as well. Now we'll print the value of I. Cout see, for loop is used to iterate the number of times you want. Means we are saying for loop to execute it 10 times till the value of I is less than 10. It will get executed continuously, and I plus plus means it increments the value of I by 1 every time. So and cout will help us to print the text, and that's how the value of I is getting every time incremented and printed on the screen. So we are just trying to understand the functionality of the keywords. So these are the sufficient as of now. We'll study in detail in the upcoming videos. Okay, one more thing we want to understand is, we said that the keywords are not available for the variable names, function names or class name. So for is a keyword. If I try to write for here, what happens? It's showing an error and it's saying expected an identifier. So if you say for one, it will help us. For example, if I say here float, because float is another keyword, so it's giving an error. So this is how you cannot use the keywords for the naming of a variable, functions and classes as well. The name of a function is here main. If I try to give for, what happens? Let's see. The same error it will give, expected an identifier. That's it. We have covered everything from the keywords. Now we'll come to the strings. In general, if we try to understand the string, so what is a string? String means the collection of a characters or the words or a sentences, we can say in a simple language. String is not a built-in data type like integer, character or float. These are the basic data types, so called built-in data types. But string is not a part of this built-in data type, which is very important. This may be a question asked in the exam, so make sure string is not a built-in data type. What is a string? It's a collection of characters. So STL library provides the functionality to work with this collection of characters, which is called string. Let's see one example for string. The way we define other variables like int, float, we can define the string variable as well. So string, name of the data type, name of the variable, city, and in double quotation we need to write the name of a city, for example Mumbai. The variable city will store the value Mumbai. The different way of storing the characters or strings is the array of a character. See, character, city name, and you can write down Mumbai. So both will work similarly. When we define the variable for characters, for example grade, then we need to assign the value in a single quotation. The value of string variable should be enclosed within in the double quotation mark, and the value of a character variable should be enclosed within in a single quotation mark. Now you will ask why we have given here double quotation, because this is an array. It will hold the multiple characters in this array, so we can give in this way. So I hope this is clear. If you have any query, just comment below, so I will reply you back. Let's understand punctuators. These are the symbols which we help in our program to define the program in the structured manner basically, and they will not perform any actions. And these are basically used to separate the elements. Each and every punctuator have a special meaning to it, means the functionality of it is defined in the C++ language. So commonly used punctuators are semicolon. We can see this. We can see in this example, after each and every end of the line, we have given the semicolon. It means it terminates this line and new line starts after that. Square brackets are used to store an array elements. See, we have one character array over here just now defined. So city is the name of an array and we have given this bracket. Basically this bracket help us to define size of the array. So 100 means this array will store the 100 element into this. Means 100 character we can specify. So we can keep it blank as well. Curly brackets are used to define the block of a code. In this example, we can see this main is a function where we have used the curly brackets to, and the functionality will be enclosed within in these curly brackets. So similarly, we can define multiple functions. We can define classes. Just now we have seen the for loop as well. If double quotation mark and single quotation mark. So double quote is used for string variables and single quote is used for characters. So we have examples over here. City is a variable type of string. So whenever it comes to the string, we need to store the string value into the double quotation where we have saved here as a Mumbai. So if it is a character, the value of character should be in a single quotation. So this is the main difference between string and character. And because this is array, we have given the double quotations. We have done with the punctuators as well. There is a separate video for constants and operators. I am sharing the link in the description. Please watch those videos. If you have any issues related to the tokens, please comment below, so I will help you out for that. And if you like the video, please share with your friends and subscribe it. Thank you.